guys, it is I, JNPoop here with another brand new Let's Play once again. And so this time we are doing the third installment of the Donkey Kong Land series. We are doing Donkey Kong Land 3, which originally released in 1997 for the Nintendo Game Boy. And then later, in Japan only, for the Game Boy Color in 2000. So, yeah, and this is the version we're on, but we're on a fan translation. So yeah, this originally released on the Game Boy back in 97, obviously. But then, the original Game Boy version wasn't released in Japan, even though a prototype of a Japanese Game Boy version was found in the Giga Leak. I even have that ROM myself. I can't tell you where to get that, but you can find it somewhere online. But yeah, but then later they thought, oh well, we'll make a deluxe version of this and put it to the Game Boy Color, but make it Japan only. Even re-releases of this are Japan only. Meanwhile, us non-Japanese get the original Game Boy version in black and white, with no Super Game Boy enhancements either, because this originally did have SGB enhancements. So, first I'm gonna enter some cheat codes. So, or actually just one. So on the title screen, we're gonna press down, down, up, left, right, and you should hear a weird sound effect. I think it's the sound effect where you get damaged, I think. So here's our file select screen. So you can choose file. I like how Dixie's on the opposite side now and not the other side, unlike the other DKL games. But without further ado, let's start off this one. So now, this is not just an English translation patch, but also I've also patched the rest of the game to restore some stuff. So like the animated water here. Because in the original version, the water was animated, but the Japanese release on Game Boy Color was not animated, and it was the same thing for the Japanese Game Boy original version that was found in the Giga Leak. But they forgot to change it back for the GBC version, along with a few other animation-related stuff, but this patch restores it all. Meanwhile, still keeping it in colour. So yeah, we're going to go to Cape Codswallop. That's a weird word. And then Red Wharf is the first level. So that cheat code enables 50 lives for all of us. So yeah, that's why we're going to stick with that. There are no other codes to make the game better though. There's nothing like for the bear coins or anything. Dixie Kong controls the same way as Donkey Kong Land 2. Only now, then Kiddy Kong, I'm not sure the benefits of Kiddy Kong in this one specifically. I'm gonna go this way. Find a bonus barrel. And it's a find a token game. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, there it is. And we just get the bonus coins after each area, after each bonus area. Now there are no other. Now, unlike the original Donkey Kong Country 3 as well, that also had cheat codes to make the game harder, and it also affected the percentage on what you get at the end if you're on a new save file. So there was like harder and toughest the cheat codes were, and we found another bonus barrel, and it's collect the stars. So we just collect stars, just like before. So if you've beaten it on harder mode, your maximum percentage would have been 104%, and then on toughest mode you would get 105%, but if you had none of them, then it will be 103%, the maximum percent you can get. And we found the DK coin here with these guys. You can change to Kiddy Kong here as well. and Kiddy Kong's like, what? Where am I? Am I on the Game Boy? Oh yeah, you are. I'm gonna finish the level with Kiddy. I don't think it really matters because there's no indicator, but at least we still get notified on exclamation point and DK coin, indicating we've got everything there. Alright, Seabed Shanty. Let's go here. So yeah, the percentage also affected the difficulty, but there's nothing like this in this one. So your maximum percent in this one is just 103%. So that means the game, although easier, it's probably still going to be hard because of the Game Boy screen resolution. And not a lot, you can't see a lot on screen. That's why I wish emulators expanded the screen so we can see more. But I don't know if that's going to be possible. Because you could do that with Game Gear games, but not Game Boy games for some reason. Okay, I think there's something this way. Oh! Oh! Okay, I found a warp barrel. For some reason. Oh, it just takes me straight to the end of the level. Oh, no. And I've not even found any bonuses. Okay. I'm gonna finish the level anyway, or is there anything else around here? No, nothing else. I'm gonna finish it anyway. Okay, I've not got anything. Is there no DK coin here? Like, there has to be a DK coin. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so although I've not been showing most of the level, we just got past the checkpoint. And, I believe the first bonus barrel is where after the N. So, I'm gonna look for the N. It's probably around here. Yeah, so around here. And I believe down here we go? Yeah, oh, it's right there. And smash the baddies. Whoa, the colour palettes are off. Wow, I hope that it's not like that with the rest of the game. Okay. And we have to use Engard because he can only he can destroy enemies on the water. Surprised there's no enemy counter. Oh my god. There's no enemy counter at all now. Or at all. No, I don't know if I don't think there was in the original either. It makes it harder to know how many you defeated. I think that's all. Oh, it's right there. We got a bonus coin. I'm gonna save state once again. Oh, wow, okay. At least I finished the level, so it don't really matter. Oh yeah, we can't bring Engard that way. I believe the DK coin is somewhere this way as well. Because some DK coins are not just by those Kremlin guys, they're also... you can also get them on their own, such as in these water levels. I think that's the only way you get them in the water levels, because you can't really... There's no way you can grab barrels at all in water levels at all. Yeah, it's right up here. There we go. Found a DK coin. Unlike the original Donkey Kong Country 3, where, okay, we got a DK coin, but I'm just gonna reload from there. And yeah, when you pause, we don't have that effect anymore. I don't know if it was like that in the original Game Boy Color version, because I know the original Game Boy version did that, but I don't know if the Game Boy Color version, like, changed the screen colors when you paused, or if I've also made a patch to disable that. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't in the original Game Boy Color release, but okay. Okay. Oh god. Whoa. Like, I kind of wish that Nintendo would re-release the Game Boy Color version to Western markets instead of just Japan, because, and at least give it the full translation. Otherwise, we have to rely on this fan translation. But right after the G, I believe. No! Okay. Leave. It's down here, yeah. So I can't see. Okay, there. Okay, the colours are correct there. I don't know if the patch changes the colour palettes on these screens, because it seems like Kiddy Kong is green clothes and Dixie is purple clothes. when it wasn't like that in the original Donkey Kong Country 3, and you could only change that through a patch with the colour, when you use the colour cheat, because it was an error originally, but yeah. Oh, there's 3 left. Right, yeah. Wait, where is it? It's right there. Okay. I think that's all the bonuses, so I'm just gonna get a few more bananas. Oh, can we finish this with Engard? We can finish it with Engard. But nothing special happens, okay. A wrinkly refuge. She's sleeping. Tea is ready, I'll save your game while you drink it. We can save or leave. I'm gonna save. Yeah, we spent 7 minutes so far. We've got 4%. Now, that clock thing, you'll notice the Super Game Boy board has watches around it. Those, you don't find those things in levels, but you do find them somewhere in the game, and they're also required for 100%. But we'll get to that later on. Keep an eye out for those Kremlins. Yeah, I will. Wrinkles. Okay. Fordnox. It's a bizarre name, but, alright. Right, before I go down there, is there anything this way? I can go up here. Or we're meant to go this way, but the arrows are taking us somewhere we shouldn't. Surely you can't fool us early on in the game. Oh, we got a bonus area, and yeah, it is glitched up. I don't know if it's meant to be like that, or if the patch incorrectly does this, but whatever the case, at least the game is still playable. It might just be that screen. It might just be that Bash the Baddie screen that is affected. I think the rest of the game is fine. Okay, we got a steel barrel. Oh, an extra life as well. I honestly should have made that slower, so then. Do 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 do. Here we go once again. Okay, got to check. Wait, what's that down there? Just a barrel to launch us up. I feel like there'll be a secret inside here. Oh, I can't go through. Oh, never mind then. Okay, Engard is definitely in this level as well, but I can't see him anywhere. I don't think it matters what we finish the level as, what Kong anyway, because there's no indicator on the map. Oh, I found an extra life again, for some reason. Oh, and a bonus barrel! Yeah, I think it's just the Bash the Baddie screen that's glitched. Because meanwhile, everything else in the game is working fine and looks correct. I'm surprised the mod does not affect the colour palettes of Dixie Kong and Kiddy Kong at all. Is there anything up here? No, there is nothing up here at all. What's the benefits of going up there other than to dodge the rats? Okay. I can get that bear coin. Okay. Right, steel barrow. Oh, okay. I like how the DK logo was reversed there. Yeah, I don't want to touch that yet. Is there a way to, like, dodge it over that? Yeah, you can jump over it. Have we got everything? Because the flag looks normal. Yeah, we got everything. Total Recoil. Oh, I get the reference. Total Recall. One of the greatest movies of all time, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, and then we found a bonus barrel right after talking about the Easter egg. That is very neat. Oh, I wanted to throw it up in the air, but... Oh, oh, wow! Okay. The bird, there we go. Oh. And my phone vibrated because of Discord. Okay. Now, I feel like we have to go up there, so I'm going to go this way first. Oh, it's this instance. Yes! I want to get that as well. I know I've got plenty of lives, but who knows, I might die too much and forget to save state so often, so it's best to keep the amount of hearts on screen at times, so... Oh, except he's jumping when I'm jumping, god damn you. And I've yet got another itchy face. Yeah, these things are still annoying, similar to zingers. Whoa! I couldn't see him. Okay, we got a bear going. I might still try and finish most levels with Kitty though, but if I don't have him, then just Dixie then. But still, oh, that was an amazing burp. That's from the chicken I had this morning at 11 AM. Oh crap! Okay, I got up here, but there's no benefits. Just got an N, we've got con. Right, I'm gonna kill this birdie. Oh, there we go. Oh no! Oh, the rats. At least they're not like city rats. Oh, bonus barrel, yes! Collect the stars! I'm gonna save state after every bonus game because I don't want to continuously do that. How many extra life balloons are there? Don't tell me this game has a lot, or if it's this Game Boy Color version, or if it's some patch I did. I don't know. Because I don't think I've made a patch to make the game easier. I think I've only... English translation patch, obviously, and then a few color corrections, I think. And a few restorations. Oh, I died. Right, I don't want to do all that again, so I'm going to do that bonus thing again. Because why not? Because I'm cool like that. I got a balloon. He's like, oh yeah, I got the coin! Oh, I want the G. At least you still get an extra life from the Kong letters. No! I keep forgetting he was here. It's because of the Game Boy screen. It is so tiny, and I don't know what is beyond this area. So... Right, I'm gonna... Wait, how did I miss one? Oh, seriously? Wow! How did I miss that? Okay. I'm save stating this. Not doing all that again. Wow, Kitty. Or Dinky Kong. Because believe it or not, Kiddy Kong's Japanese name is actually Dinky Kong, which I find surprising. Like it's even hinted at the Japanese title of this game. Donkey Kong GB, Dinky Kong, and Dixie Kong. Yeah. And at first I heard that title and I was like, who the hell is Dinky Kong? Sheepy shop. Oh, it's a bear. Whoa, your pockets are bulging. Bulging? Oh, that's inappropriate. Want to play cards? Yep, there's a card game in this. And we're gonna say yes. I'm gonna save state. So we gotta play... We get a couple of tries on this. So... Okay. Okay. Oh, wow! I got that first try. Wow! Oh my god! Oh, wrong way round. Oh my god! Kitty and Kitty! Oh my god! Okay, that's Ellie the Elven. Okay, that's Engard. And then Ellie the Elven. No, not that one. It's this one. Okay. And then once you complete it, great going. Let's see what I can do to rustle up for you. Oh! Okay. It only took you 37 seconds. Pop in again if you're passing by. So we got a DK coin for that. Wow. And then you notice we got a watch as well. That is where you get the watches from. Don't worry, you don't have to get them from the levels. It's just from those bare places. So, that's the benefit. We don't have to go through every single level and find multiple things. It's just bonus coins and DK coins we're going to find in levels. The watches you can just forget about, other than the bare shops. Okay, Coco channel. I didn't know Disney Pixar's Coco had a channel. Okay, no. It's spelled differently as well. Okay, but yeah, going back to Kiddy Kong's Japanese name, Dinky Kong. What? How on earth have I found a warp barrel? What? I was not intending to finish the level, but okay, I was interrupted again. No way, we are doing that level again. In fact, I'll reload the state, so I'm not cheating. Okay. But yeah, going back to his Japanese name, Dinky Kong, I find surprising. Oh, we're gonna go up there, okay. But yeah, so yeah, it's also funny that the Japanese titles for the Donkey Kong Land games are also weird, should we say? So you know how the Donkey Kong Country games are known as... Oh, come on. So, you know... I hope that reappears. Okay, it does. Okay. So you know how the Donkey Kong Country games are called Super Donkey Kong in Japan? Well, the Donkey Kong Land games are not really the same thing. It's not like... Well, the first Donkey Kong Land is Super Donkey Kong GB in Japan. Donkey Kong Land 2 is not... You would expect it to be Super Donkey Kong GB 2. Nope, it is just Donkey Kong Land. And sometimes, often with the subtitle Diddy's Conquest, which is the same subtitle as the Super Nintendo game, internationally. But then... Oh, wow. I don't know what that was up there, but okay. But then, so yeah, you thought, oh yeah, so Donkey Kong Land 2 is just Donkey Kong Land in Japan, or Donkey Kong Land Diddy's Conquest. But then you get to Donkey Kong Land 3, in Japan, it is Donkey Kong GB, Dinky Kong, and Dixie Kong, like I mentioned before. So that also gives us a hint that Kiddy Kong is called Dinky Kong in Japan, which I have no clue why, but, I guess they decided to have a different name. Like, I don't understand why they call him Kiddy Kong. Like, I know he is like a toddler, because he's mentioned... Because Funky Kong does say he's a toddler in Donkey Kong Country 3, but, and I guess he kind of does act like a kid when he dies, but, whoa. Wait, Squitter can jump on enemies now? He couldn't do that originally. I guess he could in this, I guess he can in this now. Oh, okay. I didn't know Squitter can do that. He couldn't do that initially. Oh, whatever. But it's weird that they think that... so I don't know why they would call him Dinky Kong. So, does that mean the Japanese say, when you act so kiddie, they say you act so dinky? I don't know. That sounds very weird, but... If I'm honest. Okay, that's the end of the level. Pretty sure there are bonus barrels somewhere, but I can't find them. I'm just going to explore this level. In fact, nah, I'll finish the stage and then find it myself. Okay. Okay, yeah, there are some bonus areas that need to be found. Okay, guys, so shortly after the checkpoint, we need to change to Dixie Kong right here, and then we gotta fly all the way here, up to here, and we find a bonus barrel here. And it's a find a token stage. So... just gotta... Oh! Okay, it's right there. There we go! Itchy face. I don't know if that's all of it. No, it's not! Alright, guys, so shortly after getting the G, I'm gonna save state during this. So after losing Squitter and getting the G, you swing all the way down here, avoiding the fishies. The fishes, to then get to the bonus area, and we get stars. Okay, we need to go in the water. Okay, we're gonna go the other way. The other way. The other way. Oh boy. Here we go again. Over there. Oh boy! Woo! 10 coins! Isn't that amazing? I think this could just let us finish the stage that way. There we go. Now, what's the next level? Lift Shaft Lottery. Looks nothing like a lottery to me, and I can't win the lottery for this. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no! Let's go to this area. Okay. Like, I'm also surprised that, even though this is an official Game Boy Color game, in Japan at least, they didn't even bother to colorize Dixie or Kiddy Kong at all. Like you look at Dixie Kong right here, that doesn't look like her. It looks like she's all like monochrome, or not monochrome, but discolored. Same with Kiddy Kong here. They're meant to be like brown and then pink or blue or all that, but no, they keep those palettes. Same with the enemies, really. They haven't even bothered to change any of the enemies, and I forgot to save state, haven't I? Which I find very bizarre. I kind of wish there was a hack that did do that. Because the only thing that's really colorized is just the levels and the maps. The characters are not even colorized at all, really. It's just like a color palette. It's almost like they were lazy at doing this. Compared to other Game Boy Color versions of certain other games, like Link's Awakening, Wario Land 2, what else? And quite a few others, I assume, they look impressive in colour, because they match their original characters. Like, you look at Link in Link's Awakening DX, then, and compare him to the Game Boy one, the original Game Boy one, yeah, he is so colourful, and everything else is colourful. But with this, even though this was after Link's Awakening DX, this version at least, and they couldn't even bother to colorise the characters. Oh, for God's sake. Did I get a checkpoint or not? No, I didn't. I did not get a checkpoint. Damn me. So, I don't know who made this version. I don't know if it's someone at Rare or Nintendo, because I mean, Rare is a British developer. They probably... I'm gonna guess it's someone at Rare, because both Link's Awakening and Wario Land 4 were made by Nintendo. They weren't made by other companies, and then Nintendo just approved them. But no, they have made those games before, and obviously are in charge of their Game Boy Color versions as well. But then, I guess someone at Rare must be very lazy at colorizing everything. Let alone make this Japan only. Ugh. They should have released it worldwide, to be fair. I mean, technically, this is not a very good game. I'm not saying it's awful. I mean, that's your opinion to decide, but I mean, it's not as impressive as other Game Boy Color games, so... Plus, we already had this game on Game Boy, so it would make sense, but... And the fact that Japan also has no Game Boy version of this game, original Game Boy version, but a prototype in the Giga League was found, and is also thought to be titled Donkey Kong Land 2 there. So you know how I mentioned that Donkey Kong Land 2 is technically just Donkey Kong Land in Japan. Donkey Kong Land Diddy's Conquest. Well, I guess they were going similar here. Oh, seriously! They have to put it there. No, I forgot to save state! No! Oh my god. Right. But yeah, that is, so yeah, it thought that this could be, so this is technically Donkey Kong Land 2 in Japan. Only it's officially with a different title now, with this Game Boy Color port. And the logo on the title screen is almost like the one from the second American release and the European release of Donkey Kong Land 3. Only the Roman numeral 3 is replaced with the number 2, obviously. And you can still have, and it still has the Super Game Boy enhancements. So, obviously the Super Game Boy would be the best way to play that version as well. Okay, right, I am save stating this. But then we got to think that, since the Donkey Kong Country and Land games were year by year, so yeah, your first Donkey Kong Country was 94, and then Donkey Kong Land was 95, so was Donkey Kong Country 2. And then you had 96 roll around, which was Donkey Kong Land 2 and Donkey Kong Country 3, and then 97 with Donkey Kong Land 3, and no other Donkey Kong games for that. Oh, come on! I forgot it was up there. That means Japan didn't get this until years later. In 2000. So, they had a massive gap for their Land 3. Meanwhile, we got it already. Japan had to wait for a Game Boy Color version, nonetheless. So... okay, there we go. Got it. And I do find that bizarre. Considering that all the other Donkey Kong Country games were released in Japan the same years, so... albeit different days and months, but yeah. And, unless they were gonna release this as an original Game Boy game in Japan, but then they're like, nah, we'll cancel it. But then later they thought, you know what? Because the Game Boy Color's coming out next year, I think we'll make time to colorize the game. And how did I get a bear coin? I have no clue. Oh wow. I think we'll have to. I think we'll get. I think we'll make some time to colorize the game, shall we? And then so they did. And released it only in Japan. Like they could have released it elsewhere as well. Probably as Donkey Kong Land 3 DX or something. Because that's basically what this is. It's basically the same. It's the same. There's no improvements at all other than the color. Nothing new has been added, really. It's just colour. That's about it. Nothing new has been added. Not like in Link's Awakening, where you had an extra dungeon. Along with, I don't think Wario Land 2 has benefits on the colour as well. I think it's just colorization. Still, they could have released this as, Donkey Kong Land 3 DX or something. Or something like that, I don't know, but... because this Game Boy Color version also will not work on a original Game Boy or Super Game Boy. You get an error message. It is... oh, found another bonus area. Because it's also not those black cartridges, you know, the black cartridges. It's not even a yellow cartridge in Japan. It's one of those transparent Game Boy Color cartridges. Designed that you cannot fit them in an original DMG Game Boy, but you can, but you can fit them in other types of Game Boys. But on a Super Game Boy and Game Boy Pocket, you'll just get an error message saying you can only play this on Game Boy Color. So similar to So similar to Super Mario Bros. Deluxe and quite a few other games on Game we call it. And yeah, we've not got DK coin. I need to find that. Okay, so shortly after reaching those Krem areas, and I think we go on this these platforms, and then we find another platform here. We go up here to find the DK coin right here. There we go. We kill him right there. There we go. So that's oh yeah. So it's shortly before the end. Right, so I'm gonna quit the stage. Yeah, that's everything. Now for Barbo's Bastion. Now, I think the bosses are in different order in this game as well, and there are some bosses that are missing in this one, but we're gonna do this. I'm gonna save state. So we're automatically end guard for this. So yeah, it's this boss. He was in World 6 initially. And the boss music is the final boss from the original game. I guess they couldn't fit the original boss theme on. It was quite a long one as well, so begs why. Whoa! Okay, we just do that to him. Oh god. No! Okay. Right. The tricky part is dodging his thingies. They don't home in on you, do they? Okay, now. That one we can just wait for a bit. Then hit him there. Right, I'm gonna save state again. This part. Okay. There we go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, we got it! He had to do that, though. Okay. So that's the first world done, and where are we going? All the way there, wow. So yeah, that's the first world done, which is right there. So, next time on Donkey Kong Land 3, we're going to go to Primate Plains. So I shall see you guys next time. It's JNPoop out. See you guys next time. Bye!